All right, I am here with Derek with Rainbow Restoration. We're going to be asking him a few questions on the brand. Thank you so much, Derek, for being here.
Oh, happy to be here. Thanks for having me, Cece.
Yeah, so we'll just jump right in. I'm going to ask him about 5 questions. We're going to try to keep it short and sweet. Franchise speed dating segment we like to do here. So, Derek, just to kick us off, what is Rainbow Restoration?
Great question. So one, Rainbow Restoration is the original Neighborly company. So if you're familiar with Neighborly, largest home service franchising company in the world, Rainbow Restoration is a national insurance-based restoration company. We take care of individuals, both homeowners and commercial property owners, after they've had a loss of some type, whether it's a fire, a flood, they identify mold, whatever it may be, and we come in and put those people and businesses' lives back together.
Excellent. And you touched on it a little bit, but who are the primary customers of Rainbow Restoration, and how does Rainbow Restoration support its franchisees in acquiring those customers?
Sure, the great question. So, and when we think really in reality, our real customer is the insurance industry. It is property management groups. It is commercial entities. We're really taking care of their client, which is the homeowner, the commercial space renter. But we come in after a loss has occurred and put those properties back together. The reality of it is 95% of everything we do as a franchise is paid for by anybody but the person who actually occupies the space. We're taking care of it on behalf of the person that quote unquote insures or cover that space. That's really what we do. And it's across a whole bunch of different verticals of quote unquote damage.
And do franchisees typically work with residential losses or commercial or both?
It's a mix, yeah. So on average, and obviously there are far more homeowners and residences than there are commercial properties, but it's about a 70-30 split. So about 70% of what our franchise owners are working with are homeowners. The other 30% would be commercial entities.
All right. And what do you typically look for in a franchise candidate? What is the ideal owner of Rainbow Restoration?
Yeah, it's a great question. So I guess we're maybe a little bit different sometimes. An ideal owner is somebody that wants a business-to-business model. Our work is coming from is other business owners. We're working with those companies that cover the property on behalf of others. So that individual that wants the business-to-business model, that wants to build something of substance. I mean, this is a high-ticket, high-revenue industry. They're not small-ticket item jobs. I mean, the average water job in our space is $7,500 before there's ever any reconstruction involved into it. But what we're really looking for, honestly, is people that want to build a network of relationships. We're in a business. Nobody wants our service. Nobody wants to know that their business caught on fire or had a flood, but we're there to pick up those pieces when they happen. So what makes a great business owner is somebody that wants to network with other business owners in their community. I mean, it's a key to what we do to be really successful.
And what does an owner typically do every day? As far as I know, your model is owner-operator full-time in the business, if I'm correct.
Yes, it's a great question. Every day is a little bit different because, again, we don't know what the next job necessarily is going to be. So which is actually one of the really nice things about it, because inconsistency is what's actually kind of exciting because you're doing something different almost every day. I mean, on a given day, especially in the beginning, and again, it is more of an owner-operator mentality. You might have a couple of technicians out of the gate with you, but you're going out to job sites. You're networking with the property owner and helping them through what they've experienced, but really doing that on behalf of the insurance company. When we're not on job sites, we're running the business. I mean, we're really looking to create new opportunities that are out there to take advantage of through our networking efforts. So new owner runs the gamut. I mean, they're going to do a little bit of everything. I will say though, the goal for all of our owners is to eventually build this into what we call a lifestyle business, sort of a pseudo semi-absentee where you're building out a team. And I will say this, we have very successful owners that have 40, 50, 60 employees, and other great owners that are doing this, on a smaller scale of 5 or 6 employees down the road, but building great successful businesses as a result of those things.
I love it. Very cool. And what does the item 7 look like, if we can touch on that a little bit? What is the comp business? Where does the bulk of that investment typically go?
Sure, I'll give you a range on that. So it can be a pretty broad range, and then biggest part of that change is the size of the market somebody wants to invest into. Probably on average, a typical new owner will make an investment of about $185,000 to maybe $215,000. The variance comes down to territory investment. So our minimum territory will have at least 100,000 people. It's a $40,000 investment. They can go as large as $500,000, but that will increase that investment piece. The two other tangible items that they'll invest in that they need on day one is one, requirement for a vehicle, something to go from job site to job site. So a commercial work van, and then the need for the equipment that we use in this work. So after a loss takes place, there's drying, there's post-fire cleanup, etc. So, a typical vehicle is $55,000 and roughly the same for equipment. The last piece of that really makes up the bulk of that investment is we want to make sure owners have some working capital. When it's a new business, there is a scaling, sort of a ramp-up period. So making sure they've got some assets behind them to get them through those first few months of really growing the business out and getting it up on its own 2 feet.
All right, thank you. And thank you so much, Derek. This has been awesome. And I know you did a longer video with Lisa, so we'll link that in the description below. But thank you so much for your time and talking about rainbow restoration.
I appreciate it. Cece, thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching. If you're ready to take the next step, Integrity Franchise Group is here to help. Click the link below or reach out to us today to schedule an appointment. Let's work together to solve that franchise puzzle and turn your business dreams into reality. We cannot wait to connect with you.